Bitcoin has no middle ground. It will either collapse into nothing or it will rise to become worth over $1 million per coin. Sounds insane, right? But that's exactly how Bitcoin's game theory works. And once you understand the mechanics, you'll see why Bitcoin is either the greatest technological revolution of our era or the biggest financial mirage ever sold. Bitcoin is built on incentives. Miners secure the network because they get rewarded in Bitcoin. Users buy and hold Bitcoin because they believe its scarcity will drive up the price. And developers and companies build on it because more adoption means more value. Each actor reinforces the system. The more people join, the stronger Bitcoin becomes. But here's the kicker. That also means it's an all or nothing game. If the cycle of belief breaks, if people stop thinking Bitcoin will have future value, the entire structure collapses. That's why Bitcoin only has two outcomes, 0 or infinity. Now, unlike fiat currencies, Bitcoin is capped at 21 million coins. That's it. No government can print more. So if demand keeps rising while supply stays fixed, mathematically, the price must explode. That's why believers argue Bitcoin could hit $1 million per coin once it's fully adopted as digital gold or even as global reserve asset. Because if Bitcoin is seen as a safe store of value, it doesn't just compete with dollars, it competes with gold, bonds, real estate, even the global banking system itself. That's the sky the limit side of Bitcoin's destiny. But here's where it gets tricky. Governments are blind to Bitcoin's rise. They know a currency outside their control is a threat. Enter stablecoins. Digital currencies pegged to the dollar or euro and the becoming wave of central bank digital currencies. If governments roll out their own digital money and make it the only legal way to pay taxes or use banks, then Bitcoin's utility could shrink. After all, if everyone is forced to use a digital dollar, why would the average person risk volatility in Bitcoin? And that's the scenario where Bitcoin could stagnate or even collapse entirely. And Bitcoin's game theory is binary. Either it keeps gaining adoption, forcing governments, banks, and corporations to recognize its value, pushing it to astronomical levels, or it gets sidelined by regulated digital currencies and loses the narrative of being the future of money. There is no meh outcome. Bitcoin won't just float forever at 30,000 or 40,000, or even 80 or 90,000. It will either be irrelevant or it will be unstoppable. What makes Bitcoin unique is that its value isn't just technical, it's social. Every Bitcoin transaction, every hodl, every institution adding to it, their balance sheet, is all part of the collective story. If that story holds, Bitcoin grows stronger with every believer. But if the story cracks, if enough people stop believing, it unravels. That's why Bitcoin is more than just code. It's a psychological arms race between governments trying to kill it, institutions hedging with it, and individuals betting their futures on it. So here's the question. Will Bitcoin become the ultimate store of value, a lifeboat from inflation and government control, rocketing to $1 million per coin? Or will it be crushed by the rise of stablecoins and digital dollars, fading into nothing? One thing's certain, Bitcoin won't die quietly, and it won't succeed halfway. It's 0 or infinity.